Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting news on it does seem like another really big retailer is going to be switching to walk-in orders, both for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. This actually was rumored and is overall, I think, is going to be happening in the sooner rather than later side. And we have some kind of cool website updates also floating around too as well. And on top of that too, as well, we've also been seeing some very good success in regards to places like Costco and Myers, which you guys have probably heard a lot on the channel itself for walk-ins for both PlayStation and Xbox is going on. And as well, since this is all regards to Sam's Club, which is in pretty much almost every single state too as well, we have a lot of good information because this pretty much does go to, well, pretty much everyone out there who still may be trying to go and find and buy any of these next-gen consoles. So all around, really interesting news and cool news, and it's also been kind of making its way around the community too as well, so I did want to go and report on it. As always, it is not actually 100% happening as of right this second, but usually these little small like website changes, API changes, and other various things are usually the best indicators for when it will start happening in the very near future. So we have a lot of things to go and talk about over here, and let's go and talk about it. So one of the more bigger things on this is, like I said, this is in regards to Sam's Club, which is pretty much everywhere. So if you guys have actually had a chance to go and creep on Sam's Club in general, basically before, we used to just have a pure online order restock. So Sam's Club, this also can still happen too. It doesn't seem like it's fully switching over to walk-ins, although we have not had a Sam's Club drop for at least the PlayStation 5 in at least a few months. It's been like a little more on the dated side. But if you guys go to the normal PlayStation 5 bundle or Xbox bundle, they have still been on the website itself, but of course shipping is out of stock and pickup not available. But some interesting things we've actually been noticing all throughout the community, I got this over from my boy Cam as well as also from Jeff Marks, who kind of had a chance to go and highlight this and circle this on up, is that this. Now, I'm sure you guys just saw the listing I just mentioned. PlayStation 5 bundle with PS5 console, bonus PS5 DualSense controller, PS5 Spider-Man Ultimate Edition, and 1 month of PlayStation Now, which, if you guys are now have a chance to go and see on these actual listings themselves, are now having number one, well, of course, max 1 per order, which is always good for the anti-scalping, as obviously. But then number 2, in club purchase only. Check your club for availability. Now, I think we've had some reports throughout here that it's apparently been going on for maybe around like a week and a half or so, just kind of going by Twitter and all those other mentions on it. But it's very intriguing to go and see, mainly because with this, it is kind of indicating the next big retailer that will be switching to online only. I'm going to ramble about this a little bit, so just let me go talk about that for a second. But basically, as you guys have seen, many of the really big, more so grocery store change or wholesale stores, BJ's, Costco, especially all those, as well as for Sam's Club, have actually had a lot of really good success recently with walk-in events. And as well, we also did see that Best Buy finally did go and start doing walk-in events, and also GameStop will be happening sooner rather than later too as well. And that does kind of seem like we are now finally getting into the saga of in-store walk-ins and in-store deals. So number one, this is really big. I feel like I always say number one, I never have a number two. But when it comes to this, it is very intriguing to go and see because we are now finally seeing all these consoles in stock. There has to be an employee that goes and physically changes this, adds it to the apps, adds it to the APIs, etc. And why else would they have an in-club purchase only on a web page itself if they personally were not trying their best to go into an in-club itself? So I do think this is pretty much all like the nice, pretty much information when it comes to all these big PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X walk-ins. And as a reminder, sometimes I know people don't necessarily always like seeing the rumors so much, but it's kind of a good case in point for Best Buy. If you guys kind of follow their rumors, follow what the websites change, what the APIs change and all of that, it usually kind of can let you go be the very first person to go and see who will, like, basically be like the first person in line for Best Buy and guarantee your console than being someone who shows up the next day and has nothing. So always bear that in mind. That's kind of why we kind of cover up these little small changes. And especially for a place like Sam's Club, a few months ago, we actually did have employees go and say that they wanted to go and switch to walk-ins. They actually had pre-cut out and like predetermined bundles as well, and all those were leaked and available in stores. They just never had the stock physically inside the Sam's Club stores. And of course, with it being a Walmart subsidiary, that also might lead towards things with like Walmart doing proper walk-ins sooner rather than later. So all around, really good information for this. And if you guys, I guess I'll give you guys more updates throughout the next few days or throughout the next week or so, because this is looking very, very good. And I can't wait to actually have PS5s and Xbox Series X's in Sam's Clubs. And I'm sure you guys know this, but usually Sam's Clubs are actually in pretty much, I think, almost every single state, if not actually every state. Texas is a really big one with 82 of them. Florida has 46 going on. California 29. Ohio 27. I'm in Illinois, so I'm like right by one of my Sam's Clubs too. It's like 5 minutes away, where we have 25 of them. But like, this is really big too, because this is more of a nationwide restock, kind of how we saw with Staples and other places too. Like Georgia 24, Pennsylvania 24, Michigan 23. You guys are kind of getting the gist of it. Besides, if you guys are like in Connecticut or Ohio or Delaware, like, when even Hawaii has more than you have, and like literally Hawaii is like thousands of miles, okay, maybe not thousands, but like hundreds of miles away from like, you know, like actual land, you know, you might be doing something wrong for Delaware, Ohio, and Connecticut. So, but just letting you guys know, this information is looking pretty good, pretty spicy. It's all kind of somewhat newer too as well. So we'll be seeing this in the near future. Now to kind of go and wind down the rest of this video too as well, mainly because I just want to go and talk about it. Also, one thing I do want to note is I do want to adjust my camera angle. I actually did just go make a brand new PC, so I may even talk about that in a video itself, but I actually am like, I've been in a weird setup thing where I'm trying to go set up like, you know, just everything. Like I ordered a TV and it hasn't arrived yet. We also ordered like my brand new PC parts. You guys maybe saw some tweets and pictures on that with the 3080 Ti and RAM. So I'm kind of like in the middle of me kind of arranging all my stuff, which is why I probably want my camera angle is so weird. Like I've had to like move this camera like 5 different times just to get behind my computer and install stuff. So just in case you guys didn't notice on the uploads, I was trying to my best to not let it affect any of my uploads at all, but we are, I think, mostly good. I do have to do a lot of testing, so maybe like next weekend or at some point, maybe I'll do a few more lesser video days or take like a proper days off or something like that. I actually, look, this is kind of just a ramble part, like the restock stuff's all done, but I just want to go and say, boys, it's been like kind of an absolute honor, I feel like, for me when it comes to like helping you guys out getting your consoles. The Best Buy restock to me, which was overall just a very nice vibe, I guess. I don't know how to word it. It made me feel very fulfilled and kind of made me feel pretty good. And hopefully we can keep on having more of those. Like we have like the GameStop walk and that'll be going on. We'll talk about a lot of this stuff on the weekly video in a few days. But like for me, like it almost kind of gets me a lot of the thoughts of like what I want to do after I'm done with all the PS5 restocking things on the YouTube. I've been kind of doing like a lot of those like news videos or like, you know, brand new game videos, sometimes like stuff like that. But like it's kind of crazy that I've even had a chance to make videos for this long. And I keep on thinking maybe I'll keep on grinding and hustling out until maybe the end of the holiday season, because I'm sure a lot of you folks out there are going to be trying your best to get your consoles. You know, I'm sure a lot of parents, dads, moms, you know, grandmas or whatever will be trying their best to go and find out any information on when the next restocks will happen and all that type of stuff. But I just wanted to give a big thank you because I feel like we've had a pretty good week. Like this past week's been very nice vibes. And as well, we've also had a pretty nice week when it comes to our past month, because right now on Twitch, there's been a September and any brand new subs have been like 20% off. And I think actually quite a few of you guys over from the YouTube have come over to my Twitch channel and like said hi, have followed, you know, have dropped subs and all that. So I always really do appreciate that. Like we've actually I've also had a lot of really nice comments, really nice vibes, and just everything on the YouTube has been fantastic. Like, it's just been a really nice weekend for me. I just had one of my good friends kind of actually go back to Texas too as well, which is kind of like on the sad boy hours. That's the same guy I went to the lake house with, if you guys remember those videos a few months ago. So I don't know, I'm kind of in like one of those like we're kind of like sentimental and just appreciating you guys a lot type of moods. So I just wanted to give a big thank you for you guys always watching my videos. Sometimes, you know, they're a little bit on the, you know, like we're just trying our best most of the time over here, but it's been an honor to get to meet a lot of you guys, talk with a lot of you guys, and just try my best to help you guys do the best I can. So I'm going to try my best to find like my 9th wind at this point. Like I've been doing 5 videos a day, 4 videos a day for like months. I have not taken a day off since the restocks have started. So one of these days I'll take some proper days off and kind of be able to relax, because I do really want to try my best to help you guys all get your consoles ASAP, let alone just in general, but also I know a lot of you guys want to get your consoles before the holidays. So I just appreciate you guys also much for watching, a little bit of like a Sunday sentimental vibe. Hope you guys didn't mind this. I will probably be back tomorrow for a lot more brand new videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for that, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Go and basically, guys, go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I just appreciate you guys all so much for always been a part of my life. You guys are all awesome. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your days, I'll see you guys up on the next one. Love you guys.